It sounds to me like you're having a tremendous impact on the way that people live, learn, work, play. If you look 25 years from now and some of the work that you're doing, where do you think the world is going to, where would you like to see the world be in terms of some of the innovations that you've created?
Well, I would certainly love to see some of the projects that we've worked on actually out in the world and having the impact that we've envisioned. Let's say it would be wonderful to see Loon actually delivering internet to many of the 4 billion people who today don't have internet. Mm-hmm. But it's a truism that in the very short term, people tend to overestimate the progress of technology. But in the medium to long term, people underestimate the progress of technology. The world is going to be radically different in 25 years. That's the medium to long term, by the way. Within 25 years, I expect the world to be more different than it is now than we are from the early 1900s.
Wow,
I hope that it's as much better in 25 years as we are better off than the world was in the early 1900s. And I think that that's very possible. I think there's a lot of fear that comes with the rapid pace of change.
Right.
And thinking as a society about this change and how we can help everyone to benefit from it and not just some lucky few is very important. Mm-hmm. But by and large, I think that once we help people get through the fear that they experience as the change comes, I think the world is going to be a very exciting and very positive place in the future.
So you talk about technology and the evolution and having a great change on how we do a lot of things that we do today. What do you think the future of work would be like? I mean, are we going to have jobs? Is it going to be, robots who's doing these types of interviews? I mean, do you have a vision on what, the future will look like in terms of work?
So I think what history would teach us is that technology has become, over time, over the last several thousand years, more and more a lever for our minds and a lever for our bodies. It's possible that some people get left out of the process, mm-hmm. but not because there is a shortage of problems for humanity to work on. Sadly, or maybe excitingly, the world has an infinite number of problems, an infinite number of questions to ask. So the only thing that will cause people to be bored, to have nothing to do, to not be able to add value, is if they don't know how to operate these levers for their minds, computers, and the levers for their bodies, robots. Mm-hmm. And so we owe it to everyone on the planet to make sure that they're taught, whether they're very young right now or already an adult, how to use these levers for their minds and their bodies so that they can continue to add value. Spreadsheets, as an example, took away the entire industry of bookkeeping. Mm-hmm. It destroyed that industry, but it also created the industry of accounting and accountants. And it turned out that it actually created net jobs, not lost jobs, but they were different jobs. And the people who ended up with the jobs are the people who understood how to use, in this analogy, in this example, spreadsheets. So I think everyone will be fine, but they won't be fine if we don't pay attention. They're only going to be fine. We will all collectively be fine, only if we make sure that everyone is trained to use and benefit from the technology that's coming.